Timo, how are you, man? Let's start with the
Excellent.
interview.
Everything is very fine. Thank you. Thanks for having me once again.
Well, we found last night here, between today and yesterday, a new video clip
Yeah.
you released.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
Well, it's a video clip. It's I don't like to explain things too much, as you know, maybe, but I just felt like expressing certain things in that. It's not only about the ongoing war, it's about other things I see that are pretty much fucked up here. So, but at the same time, I was having this idea to ask my fans to send me pictures and then put them, all to the clip, and everything is there. So I get more than 200 pictures, and they are all there. So to see those people together is like, after this pandemic, especially, I think it's really cool to see this kind of, people. The video has a positive outlook at the end of the day. Although some of the subjects are not so positive.
It was great. I think it was a very interesting mixture.
Yeah,
pandemics, war, fans.
Religion, money, everything.
Really very interesting. And I was thinking about the band is with you there. It's a really great band.
Yeah, it is, absolutely. Yeah, they're great. I mean, we're starting from 28th of this month. We start in Torreon, Mexico.
And
the tour.
You were touring with this band already?
No, never. Well, it's almost Sinfonia. It's almost Sinfonia. I mean, it's Sinfonia without Antermatos, basically.
Yeah. So, and how is it for you to play with these guys again?
That was like, I think it was 11 years ago we did this tour with Andre. We played in Buenos Aires too. And, I mean, it's great. But absolutely. I mean, it's wonderful to do it. Of course, it's a bit sad because Andre is not there, So, but life goes on, We are still here.
I guess maybe some memories came up with this.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's kind of, we're gonna do something like a tribute to Andre in the shows. So it seems a bit weird because he's not there,
Yeah.
It's basically the same band, but the music is, well, there's only one song so far, but I don't know how it's gonna be, but it's a bit weird. I have to tell you that.
And the songs you play with this band include some kind of Sinfonia song?
No, there's only one Sinfonia song. Only one song.
Just Strato.
It's Strato. There's Revolution, Renaissance, and some of my solo stuff is there too. So.
And
I mean, we have a bunch of songs we can choose from, so we rehearse like 20-25 songs. So.
And you were so active in this pandemic time, but not with this band. You were doing another thing.
Yeah, I do my solo gigs all the time.
Over 20 shows, something like that.
Then last year I did 23 shows in Mexico. So I didn't let it stop me. I mean, I don't live my life like in fear. I don't. I got COVID twice.
And how is it?
Well, the first time was a bit difficult. It was like 3 weeks, really tired, coughing and feeling pressure. 3 weeks in bed basically. And then the last one was Omicron. That was just normal flu, basically. 3 days. Because that's how it's going to be, from now on. It's going to be like a seasonal flu, basically.
Yeah, I got it too, and it was nothing serious.
No, it's really nothing. I mean, it's too much hysteria about this anyway. So.
Yeah, and it seems to be you have a great fan base there in Mexico.
Yeah, I worked hard here, so that's why. I mean, my fan base is pretty much all over the Latin America because of a lot of work with it here with Stratovars, you know. So it's not only here; it's everywhere still. It's very nice to see.
Great,
You know.
great. And you're gonna be here in Argentina too.
Yes, next week.
Yeah, you're right. Next week.
I fly there on Tuesday. I fly here. On Tuesday.
Great. And what can you say about that show in perspective?
Well, I think it's going to be insane. I mean, you know, everybody else, Argentinians are crazy in the shows. So I think with Strato, we always thought that you guys are really the most crazy from whole Latin America. So, and it's a small club, so it's going to be very intense, you know. But it's fun to play. I really love to play with these people. I mean, I still have that, you know.
There's a huge difference between Europeans and Latin Americans. Talking about the fans.
Yes, there is. Yes,
and
it's like a night and day.
Yeah, but I talked to some musicians who said that Europeans can listen better than Latin American because they're not screaming. What do you think about it?
I think Latin Americans are listening and screaming. Because, you know, if the band doesn't play well, they see that and hear that. Then they don't scream. They don't scream for everything. I mean, you have to be really good. Great. So, but you know, in Europe, it's also, I mean, this kind of music is very energetic. So to have no input from the people, it's kind of weird to play. You know, you really try to play nervously. You know, that's really difficult then.
Yeah, I guess it must be totally different. This kind of audience.
Yeah, it is there. I mean, Japan is different. I mean, it's all over the world. People have different kinds of ways to be in a concert. You know, it's like a big party time, basically.
Timo, we always talk a little bit out of the main road, always.
Yeah.
I was watching on YouTube kind of list of videos that talks about you.
Okay.
What do you think when you found that you find this kind of video? Is Timo Tolkki crazy? Why he doesn't play good anymore and things like that? In the first place, do you pay attention to this kind of videos?
I really don't give a fuck about that. You know, I really don't. I don't really. I mean, funny thing is that I play better than ever now. That's kind of funny. But you know, sometimes you have a bad day, you have a bad sound or something like that. And then someone is filming that, and then they based their opinion on just that. But there's like 25 gigs that are very, very good. So, and I know myself. I mean, I know when I play well, and I know when I don't play well, and I don't have problems to admit that I sometimes don't play well. I'm not crazy. I've never been crazy. You know, crazy is something that is definition of insanity, and I'm not insane. I tend to think that I'm actually reasonably well argumentative, intelligent, sensitive person. You know, I'm not crazy at all.
When I was seeing this, I was thinking that there must be a limit between the artist and the man, and sometimes talking about the musicians, that limit is not very clear, and people used to talk, at least for me, talk about personal issues that got nothing to do with the music.
But if somebody is bad-mouthing the internet, they always have a reason. We should always ask, why is this person telling this? You know, what is the reason? There has to be a reason. And these days, anybody can upload anything to YouTube, pretty much. So I really, I know exactly who I am and what I'm doing. And my line of my private life and my public life is quite thin, because I am not shy to say what I think. You know, and I'm kind of using my image really just to help a lot of people too, you know, because I went through a lot of bad things, and many people just come straight to me and tell me that my music saved their life. You know, so this is for me far more important than if some idiot is telling bad things about me. It's okay. I don't care. I really don't care.
It's strange because doing a video clip like that it's a lot of work. You have to sit down hours and hours.
Oh my God, I can't tell you how long it took. And it's my concept, because I whatever you see there, it's I uploaded all that thing. It's my concept, the whole video. So in the beginning, it's 50 seconds from this Ukrainian insanity. I would say American, Russian, Ukrainian insanity, because it's not, none of this is alone in there. It's all, everybody's involved, I think. And then I wanted to bring these fans as those people who can be the revolution, actually, if they want. So they send me these pictures, and it's just wonderful how much alive this video is, because of this fact that this insanity can lead to nuclear war, you know, if we are not careful. I mean, these idiots don't understand maybe that if they push the button, that's it.
Yeah.
No.
Totally. And
my country is next to Russia, you know. So we have like 1,300 kilometers border with these guys.
And Finland is getting closer to NATO too, maybe.
Unfortunately, I don't like that.
Do you think it could be?
I don't think it's the right move at all.
Do you think it could be a problem for you?
Well, I think the Russians will definitely do something for that. Yes.
Yeah.
But Finland has quite strong military force, so it's not like just come there. You know, it's. I mean, basically, we kicked their asses twice already. So.
Yeah.
But I don't in this Ukrainian war. I don't support anybody, because I really don't know what's going on in there, and nobody knows. I don't think Putin just attacks a country like that. He has a reason for that. And I don't think it's the reason he's telling. I don't think that's the reason. I think there's much other things we don't know about.
Wow. And this song, talking about the song you just released, is it part of an album?
It could be. I mean, it's start, because I started writing songs in last June in Finland, and nothing came. So I'm like, okay, I had a writer's block. So I was really saying to myself, okay, it's not the right time. Then I just don't force things. And this song was born really easily in last October. So, and there's definitely a possibility to do a record with these guys, because I think this is a good lineup. The energy is very, very good.
I think it's a really great lineup.
Yeah, I mean, we have, you know, it's funny to be with these guys, and it's really positive, and everybody's like a kind of different individual, but takes things quite loosely. Quite, you know, it's not that everybody's uptight, because we have all been in this business for so long.
And Timo, who contact these guys? The record label contact them, or it was you?
I don't have a record label. I am my own record label now. So
you're not in none?
No, not anymore. I'm gonna release my Finally Free after all these years. I'm actually organizing this whole tour myself too, and that's a lot of work in Latin America.
I can believe that. So this project with these guys, is it yours?
Yes, it's my record.
No record label?
Yeah, well, I have an idea how to release my music in the future, you know. And I got involved in this when I learned about the Spotify thing, and then I really started to calculate how much they pay. And I was shocked to actually know. So then I thought, instead of complaining about that or doing something stupid, I thought, why can't I have my own Spotify? So I contacted some friends of mine. One turned out to be Dallas, and he was a head of Nokia. You know, Nokia is the Finnish phone.
Of course.
He was a head of Nokia like smartphone media player team 10 years ago. So I sent him this really funny drawing of my Spotify is called.
So
and he said
this is going to happen.
Yeah. He said he said, okay, I mean, it takes some work, but we can do this. And so they are now doing it, and we are inviting other bands too, and we're going to pay them like 65-70% of the royalties. It's a proper way.
It's so much better than what they get paid now on Spotify.
But Spotify is based on pool technique. I mean, if you are like a Lady Gaga or Metallica or huge band, they get the most.
Yeah.
So, but they probably pay like 3-4%.
Yeah.
To the artists. And I just said, it's impossible for me to be in this. So now we're going to record a live record here in Mexico City on the 30th of this month. And that's going to come out through this label, this company. I'm part of this company now. I'm actually, they call it a senior vice president.
So this is going to happen right now.
Yes, it's going to come out in July already, the record. So, and it's the only place you can buy my music in the future. There's no, I'm controlling this totally. You cannot download it. You have to pay a certain amount of the record from the record, and you can download it to your phone or laptop, stuff like that. But you cannot distribute the files; they are encrypted.
So there's a lot of questions. I'd like to.
No problem.
To say, but
I like to talk.
For example, I mean, any band in any place of the world could be part of this.
Yes. But we have, like, Spotify doesn't have quality control. That's why there's so much, music that it's not that good, it's not done well, it sounds not so good. This will be reviewed by certain people if it's like the quality-wise okay. It's not nothing to do with like if it's black metal, disco. It can be whatever kind of music, but the standard is quite high. But basically, everybody's invited. And then everybody will get their share, like 70% of the royalties.
I need to sound good.
Yes, you need to basically, it has to be a professional project. It has to be good, I would say. But what is good is relative, But Spotify has like 7 billion bands, and it's impossible to find stuff in there.
Yeah, too much information.
But if you think you got it, then you just send us a demo, or you send us the product. We review it, and if it's okay for us, then we have a deal.
Great.
It's that simple, really.
Yeah.
So last October, this idea was born actually in my head, and I said, why not to do this?
But Timo, I think it's a great, incredible idea. But do you think you have the time to check out every single band? Because I guess there'll be thousands of bands.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I have the time. It's just how I have a lot of time actually. People think I'm busy, but I'm not busy. I have a lot of time every day. Once I remember, I have to tell the story because it's such a cool thing. I bought like about 12 years ago. I bought like a new Macintosh. Like a computer, big one, tower. And after that, in 3 days, they put out a new version. So I was so pissed off that I wrote to Steve Jobs. He answered me.
Nah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes. It's like, I'm sorry, but I wish I would have the mail. Because I Googled and actually you could write him like steve@apple.com. And it's really himself. He from time to time he answered to people every day. Actually, he was in the morning. So I got a mail from Steve Jobs apologizing, and that was such a cool thing. Okay,
incredible.
So he apologized. He explained to me why, and he was very nice. So I do have the time, but I'm not the only one who listens to the stuff. So it goes through certain kind of filter system.
of course. I guess there should be more people working with you.
There is. I mean, it's like it's a kind of it's a modern company. It's called Bitminer. It's in Dallas. I was just there, and we are releasing also ebooks, games. It's like a media platform.
Great. Not just music.
No, not just music, also books.
Great. Of course, I guess yours will be there too.
Of course. I mean, I certainly will write more books. But now I'm concentrating to be this metal guy. So for now.
Great. And do you have a name, I guess? I guess you said the name.
It's called Bitminer.
Bitminer.
Bitminer Incorporation. It's in Dallas, Texas. Great. It's like 2 hours from here by plane. So.
Sure, because you're in Guadalajara.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, of course. When you said Dallas, I was thinking far away, but it's not.
No, from you it's far away.
For us everything is far away.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna spend like 12 hours in the plane next Tuesday to get there. So
yeah, we're so far away from anywhere.
So it's like flying to Europe, basically. It's the same thing.
And you surprised me with this Bitminer.
I know, it's kind of. We will make a statement soon about the whole thing and also the contact details and everything. So it's going to be like this. It's going to be a website, and everybody has their own place in there who is with us.
Yeah.
So
because maybe I don't know if people knows about this, but you always were worried about the musicians' situation in this area.
Yes.
This is not the first time we talk about this.
No,
I don't know. Years ago, you were talking about the kind of situation the musicians are passing through with the internet. Yeah.
Yeah, that was, now it's because there's just something really wrong with the system where the creators get the least portion of the money. It is not fair. So, but instead of, like I said, instead of complaining about it, I just do something about it. So, and when you decide to do something positive like this, the help comes somehow. I met this guy, I never knew him before, but my wish, my drawing led me to him. And the project was started. Now they're encoding the app. It's going to be an app in App Store and Google Play. So you can go from there. So it's a free app, but inside of the app, you can buy first my music. First going to be this live recording, and then my next solo record in October.
Great. Timo, do you want to say something to people in Buenos Aires?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be very touching for me to be there because it's been 11 years since I was there, and that was with Andrea Matos, and I remember that day still very well. Everything that happened, the show and the backstage and everything. So, and of course, I still remember all those times I was playing there with Stutter artists. So I just really looking forward to play with these people and to have a good time, have a good show. With energy, having fun and just be there, basically.
Great. Well, Timo, to close the interview, I'd like you to introduce this new song you released today or yesterday.
Yeah.
Last night, we could say here. So this is your moment.
Hello, this is Timo Tolkki from Mexico. You are listening now my new song. We are the revolution in Tierras, Oscuras.